We are live right now.
Yay!
All righty. Hey, everyone. Welcome to episode number 9 of Operation Rebound. Right now. Oh, and I'm on my cell phone over here. I'm going to do a watch party.
I'll do the same.
Click the little popcorn button there. Watch party. Which is good to do too, Amy. This way, Corey, if you're watching, or Melissa, all of our friends out there that have been watching the episodes, make sure that you guys are clicking the share, the like button. And big shout out to Shop Local Media, DHY Media as well, for putting together this really cool background for us, Ideal Retirement Solutions. And so make sure you guys check them out for any of your marketing needs via social media, digital, print, all that stuff. They handle it. Anyway, welcome to the show, episode number 9. As you see, I am surrounded by lovely ladies to my left and right. Hey, take it easy, take it easy. So this is going to be a fun episode, and it's wifey life. And so Ideal Wifey Solutions going on today. And so we wanted to have these two lovely ladies who are wives, mothers, ladies of faith, just integrated in the community, just kind of share some of their stories, how they dealing with stuff, how are they in the process of rebounding right now from all this safer at home, the ordinance that was passed, and also what are some things that they're looking forward to doing once the the safer at home gets lifted, hopefully soon. I bet we can all agree on that. So anyway, my name is Jeff Tomas. I'm the CEO of Ideal Retirement Solutions here in Southwest Florida. We have 2 locations. And Amy is Corey's wife, and she is not only the beauty, the brains of the family as well. There's a little shout out to you, Corey, if you're watching, which you probably are. And so we're the premise of the show is to encourage and to equip you. So if you go through our Facebook or our YouTube channel, you'll see past episodes from Josh, the mortgage man. Several people reached out to me about refis, and I just kind of connected the dots with Josh. Also, we had a lot of great people. Jones Family Insurance, Matt Jones, aka the Hulk. If you ever saw the guy, you know what I mean. He saved us hundreds of dollars on our homeowners insurance. He's also handling our auto, and when our flood comes up, he's going to look at that as well. Next week, I'm sorry, let me back up. What day is it today? Wednesday. Does it even matter anymore?
I only know because it's my trash day.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I put a post out there on social media about, can anyone tell me what day it is? And it was just like flooded with comments.
I don't even know what month we're in.
Yeah. So Wednesday is today. So here we are. I'm looking at my schedule. So Friday, we have the HR director from DMSI. They're in Venice. They're a large company here in Southwest Florida in Venice. And he's going to be talking about kind of getting ready for the rebound regarding your resume. Like, what are some really good tips and tools? And even the couple of minutes he spent with me talking about how to make each resume customizable, because the job description gives you the answers that should be in your resume. And I didn't even think of that.
That's smart.
It is smart.
Yeah.
He goes, Jeff, they give you all the answers. So if you just take time and craft the resume for that job, the chances of you landing it go through the roof. So he's a great guy, a friend of ours, good Christian man, and he's really passionate about HR and wants to help you. So if you know anyone that's going to be looking for a job or shifting careers, make sure they're on the episode here on Friday. And on Monday, we have the CEO of DHY Media / Shop Local Media, who's going to be on here telling us, especially the business owners, things like that, how to get ready for the rebound, social media marketing, LinkedIn marketing, you name it. How to kind of get ready to recover from all this mess. And then Wednesday of next week, we also have a friend of mine, George. He's from Florida. He's going to be talking about reverse mortgages. Like, what are they? How can they fit into someone's retirement portfolio? And a lot of times people are sitting on equity in your house. However, you pay into it for 30 years. What if you can get to a point in retirement where your house pays you for the next 30 years?
I like it.
So it's really great, and it's you got to be open-minded. So all that being said and done, we're going to jump right in. This is Vanessa, my lovely wife.
Hello.
Yeah. So and Amy, there carved out some time out of their extremely busy schedules right now
Very busy.
to be here with.
Right after the kids' 5th snack post lunchtime and their 4th episode of True in the Rainbow Kingdom. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but it's riveting.
Can't say I have, and thankful those days are gone. Of the riveting shows like Disney or Aquanauts, right?
Octonauts.
Octonauts. What is it? Octosnaut? What is it?
Octonauts. But Aquanauts works also because they're in the water.
That's
so
what
I see what you're saying. It's all Latin root words. I got it.
Right. So hey, let's if you like a minute or two, Amy, where are you from? How long you been here? We know you're married to Corey, and kids. Go for it.
Well, originally Corey and I are both from Maine. I've been here for about 10 years, I think, maybe 9. Corey's been here a little bit longer, here in Northport, and we love it. Wouldn't change anything.
Children?
Yes, I have 2. I have Bryn, who
Forget about them.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm with them all the time, so I gotta mentally compartmentalize when I'm not with them. No, I've got a 4.5-year-old, not regular 4.5. Her name is Bryn, and Nova is 3, and they are wonderful. They've actually been taking this stay-at-home or the safer-at-home order, I think, better than I have, because their little creative minds fill the day with fun, and it's been great.
Right, good deal. And you, Vanny Marie?
Vanny Marie. I am Vanessa, and my nickname is Vanny Marie 3. It's my old Yahoo email address, and Jeff. Yes, and Jeff continues to call me Vanny Marie now. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised there, and that is where we met, in the city.
The big city.
Yes, and we traveled from there. We lived in California for a little bit, and then that led into us living in Mobile, and that's in Alabama, and then we finally settled here in Florida.
In Florida. Did you forget about your kids too?
I have 2 kids. Joseph, who is 10, double digits.
How old is he?
He's 11. Ooh.
It's worse than forgetting.
He's 11. And then my daughter, Emma, formerly known as, or also known as Emma Bakes, Florida. And she's 9, and she will be double digits soon. So.
Yippers. All righty, guys. So let's jump into some COVID-19. I kind of, as a disclaimer, everyone watching, I gave them some questions, ahead of time. However, I think I'm going to pull a complete audible here.
I'm not good on the fly.
Yeah, we know about that. But I'll make it fun and interesting, right?
This is the most fun I've had in a month. So
right.
Bring it.
What were you guys doing? How busy was life prior to the whole COVID-19? Did you have time for stuff? Was it hectic? Were you in your zone? This break is helping you reset? What did it look like for you?
I thought I was pretty idle before all this. I didn't have much going on outside of bringing Bryn to school, going to Bible study, going to church, groceries, and then the occasional recreational things like going to Busch Gardens or going on dates. Corey and I would go on dates once a week or so. But now that we are in this stage, this season, I'm realizing I was actually pretty busy and I just didn't pay attention because now I really don't have anything going on and it's a completely different world.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was, I was in the zone though. I mean, the more I completed in my day or the more I had to look forward to, the more I did. It was like an object in motion stays in motion. And now I'm feeling a little bit more like an object at rest stays at rest.
Well, it's kind of the routine, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a new routine. And so the challenge is going to be for a lot of us, like, man, to get into the whole nether routine.
Yes.
You know, like once all the dust settles, and I sometimes catch myself saying, like, I can get used to this. You know, when I have a client meeting, I put my suit from the waist up, and I have shorts and flip flops on, and so it's kind of fun like that. What about you, Vanessa?
So I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I also homeschool. So my life doesn't look a lot.
Like you homeschool even before all the COVID-19.
Yeah, this is pre-COVID. So I've been homeschooling for the last 3 years. So my life doesn't look a lot different now. However, we do miss the occasional play dates, and we had an amazing homeschool co-op that we were part of, and we missed hanging out with our friends. And but as far as like my daily life, it really hasn't changed a whole lot. What about you, Jeff?
Yes, it's changed a lot. I'm asking the questions here, okay? Yes, it's changed a lot. It's changed a lot, and some for the better, some for the worse. Thankfully, I have 3 series of clothes in my closet. I have my normal weight I'm supposed to be at. I have my semi-fat clothes and my fat clothes, and I'm borderlining between my semi-fat and fat.
Yeah, I'm considering finding my maternity clothes at this point. Because when there's nothing else to do but bake and eat and drink.
Right. So what I've been doing is not eating at least until 12 o'clock. So I minimize the damage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I just play catch up at that point. I'll eat breakfast and lunch at 12 o'clock. So then it doesn't work.
Yes, that's so me too.
So, yeah. I mean, if you guys had to think about something that is a blessing in disguise, 1 or 2 things during this time that you've had, what's it, 3 weeks to safer at home thing already? Right?
Yeah, like it's been way longer than that. But yeah, you're probably right.
Right. So I know, but that's the thing, right? So it seems longer, but like say let's just boil it down to one thing that has been a blessing in disguise throughout all this that you could point to and say, you know what, I'm thankful for this out of this, this 3 weeks of laying around and getting fat.
Yeah, I really think I'm thankful for the timing in regards to how old my children are and how resilient they have been, because they're not missing school. I don't feel any pressure to have to teach Bryn things to keep up with the curriculum standards. She was in VPK and she misses that so much, and she misses her friends, but there's no pressure on me to continue with what they were doing because she's not in elementary school or middle school or high school. And they're also past the age of needing my attention all the time and needing diaper changes and needing to be fed. They're more self-sufficient together. So if it's going to happen, if a safer at home order was going to happen, I'm thankful that it happened when they're at these ages, because I can see them play together. There's no pressure, they learn through the play.
Right.
So that's the blessing that I've found through all of this. That they're champions at filling the day with fun, and that's their job right now.
That's good.
That's good.
For me, it's having Jeff at home.
I am a trophy husband. Hands down, I am a trophy husband. I've always said that, and I'll take that to my grave.
And so we're doing a lot of things as a family. Like we've been working on our backyard. Today we put in a garden together, and the kids we're playing in the soil, and we are doing a lot more of that. I mean, although I was staying at home before, we didn't do a lot of family projects, but now that you're home, we're getting dirty together, playing in the soil, or just even simply playing a board game together. So we're just doing we're having a lot of family time together.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. For me, it's just we've gotten a lot of projects done around the house where typically in the past I'd pay someone to do it, because my time is more valuable spent sitting with clients planning than it is spreading gravel, if you would. And I don't mean that as a knock against someone who spreads gravel for a living. I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
but now we have more time. So, and so we spread 10 yards of gravel in our backyard. We built a pergola. We put a garden in.
It was so nice. I loved looking at the pictures and the lights.
I know. I'm so pretty. Staring outside,
I saw her this morning on the sofa. She's like, "Oh, looking at her phone." I go, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm looking at our pergola." I'm like,
"Oh, nice."
Yeah. So, but we got it on a steal, so we kind of redid the whole backyard for under $2,500, like everything.
Yeah.
So a lot of sweat equity, but that's been a positive.
Mm-hmm.
Next question for you guys. This is a big one. How are you handling your spouses home all the time? Here's the thing,
I wish you knew if you were watching, because it would determine my answer.
He's watching too, so it's all right. It doesn't count. This is an interview. You have to be honest here. This isn't CNN. Okay? No fake news.
We've figured out a balance, because you can so easily get too much of each other. And I think when this stay-at-home or the safer-at-home order first started, I was afraid of that, because I know vacation, Corey. I was afraid that he would go into vacation Corey mode. Yeah. But we found a nice balance. I think we both have the same goal at the end of the day, to just make it through the day without chaos erupting. And we do a lot of things together but separate. So right now we're kind of looking at upgrading our home. But we don't sit there at the computer and share the same search bar and be like, all right, well, where do you want to buy land? Where do you want to do this? We'll kind of do it throughout the day, kind of on our phones, or if he's on the computer. And at the end of the day, kind of reconvene, or, and we'll tag team naps. So he gets a turn and I get a turn.
That's important too.
And he actually did something really brilliant in the very beginning of all of this.
You sound surprised.
He's not.
You said he actually did something brilliant.
Yeah. But he's so good at surprises, and I fall for them so easily. So it's fun. It makes for a really fun dynamic. But we used to go out, and he would surprise me with dates, and we'd just get in the car, and I would have no idea where we're going, and it's a little harder to do that now because everything's closed. So he strung me along for a while, like, I have a surprise for you. Let me know if you're feeling it, if you're feeling athletic. And he would get these little clues in there. And he eventually found out that he bought dancing lessons, online dancing lessons. So when the girls go to bed, we can practice how to dance. And he would probably kill me for telling you that, but it's one of those things.
I will pay you for a video.
I don't have the same phone skills that you do, like with a sneaky book.
I would love to see that.
Salsa lessons.
It's they do it it's very basic, very basic. I think it's like country, but it's twirling, it's a lot of twirling and dipping. But you can probably apply a lot of different music genres to it, because it's so. I don't have the hips for salsa. I'm sure neither does he. But it's just been fun. We've had to alter our recreation.
What about you, Betty Marie?
It's my turn.
Since your spouse is sitting right here with his arms reached, so be careful.
You know what? I think at the end of the day, we're each other's best friend. And so that makes it a lot easier. We enjoy each other's company. But like you said, Amy, we give each other space. I go and I walk a lot. I'll go out and I will walk the neighborhood or take a bike ride, and that gives me some space, and he'll do the same. So yeah, I think we have it's a really good dynamic where during the day, we'll do our separate things, a lot like you. And then at night, in the evening, we kind of get together. And
watch The Office.
Watch The Office.
Well, the greatest shows of all time.
Yeah, it's just something mindless to watch, and it's funny. Like you could like zone out and check Facebook and click back in and go not miss anything, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah, it doesn't take deep thought.
And the fact that we're still married after these major projects that we've done says a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's a mega teamwork to do those sorts of things.
Woo, that was a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot. Just hopefully it cools down a little so we can actually enjoy it. Yeah. So, all right. Well, what's one thing to kind of keep us on track that you're doing, the both of you are doing, to stay positive? Like, if you had to boil down one thing, like what's one or two things that you're doing to stay positive, or if you see yourself spiraling down, like in maybe not depression, I shouldn't say that, but like a mood swing, then what are you doing to kind of pick yourself back up? Is it prayer? Is it singing? Is it dance lessons? Is it eating? I mean, what is it?
I go off on my own and do my own thing, because usually if I'm feeling like that, it's overstimulation from the people in the household. Not hard to do when you're stuck inside the same household with a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old. So I'll go off and I'll play my saxophone, or I'll play my flute, or I'll listen to worship music and try to play it along on the piano. Like I'll just get a creative outlet going, because a lot of the times I'm just going along with my daily tasks and preventing the kids from fighting, or you just kind of regimented tasks, not sort of using that creative mind. So I'll escape. I'll escape from my regular routine and do something creative.
Good.
What was the question again?
What's one thing that you do to kind of stay positive, and or if you see yourself like going down like into the dumps, if you would, what do you do practically?
So there is a few things actually that I do.
Just one, please, for time's sake. All right.
I just can't share one, but there's a few things that I do consistently every single day, because at my flesh, I tend to be a little negative, or I can get really like fearful or stressed really easily. And so I know this about myself. So every single day, like without fail, I'll wake up, grab my coffee, and I will read Psalms 91 over my family. And then I'll get up after that, or brush my teeth, of course, but then I'll put on my sneakers and I'll take a long walk every single morning. It's either a walk, it's more like a walk now. It used to be a run, but now I just walk around the neighborhood and I take the time and just fill my cup. Because I know if I don't fill my cup every single morning, I'm not going to have anything to spill over to my family.
Yeah, and if she gets crazy, I call her on that junk. Like, and that's the thing is like, whether it's husband or wife, I'm going to say typically women are more emotional in most cases. I know I'll get some comments about that, but I don't care. That's just my opinion. There it is. And so like, shut it down. Like, I'm not saying don't be sensitive, but don't let one person in the family's mindset affect the whole family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And let's face it, we're in a pretty stressful period. And so I know that if I don't do these things, and if I don't actively choose joy and actively choose peace every single morning, that I can be not very nice to be around.
Yeah. No, you have to.
I'm staying silent in this.
You do. You're right, though. It has to be an intentional choice these days, because I feel like I'm not exactly an extrovert, but I enjoy being around my people. And now that I can't, it's so much easier to slide right back into that place of negativity.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to avoid. So you have to make that intentional choice in your mind.
Totally.
Get out of there. If you need to call a friend, do a Zoom call, something. Yeah. But like, we didn't have to do that before, because the normal going to Publix would get you probably talk to a cashier for a few minutes, or
the sushi guy at Publix, Sushi Phil,
my best friend. Yeah.
Sorry, guys, inside joke.
No, you're right. I mean, I'm one to talk to everybody, but now walking into Publix, there's so much fear on everyone's face. And it's like no one wants to look up. No one wants to even get near you.
Can't say no one because I don't care. I walk
There is a different environment.
aisle on purpose. Say
There's
something.
a different environment out there, though. Even just walking, like driving, Corey's been tailgated everywhere he goes. And people fly around him. And I tend to absorb the energy of a room. And so now when I go into Publix or Sam's Club, I leave and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on? This is not the way it used to feel. But it's because of that, like that stressful energy that people are giving off. I'm not stressed. When I'm in a room with stressful people, it's just going to happen.
Yeah. Hey, what, Amy and Vanessa, what's one thing that you guys are looking forward to doing the most once life resumes as normal? Like, what are you looking forward to doing the most?
I'm in desperate need of a manicure. Can you see
Oh my gosh, what's wrong? I didn't even notice that. See what happens with yard work?
so bad?
Yeah, that's hard work right there.
I mean, it sounds a little superficial, but I cannot wait to get a manicure, a pedicure, and some highlights.
Your manicure, pedicure, where do you go for that? We're going to give you a plug here. Oh, you're so bad. Essence! Essence! Come on! There's 2 Essence locations by the Publix on Cochrane and the new where Lucky's was going next to actually right behind Metro Diner is their second location.
Yeah.
They do great work there. Even I had a pedicure. No. Pedicure once. And I felt very sorry for that lady. She got a big tip because
you've got pretty feet.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
What a compliment. They're prettier than mine.
All right. Hey, we got 2 more things to cover real quick as we land the ship. Is anyone else out there getting invaded with flies?
Oh, it's terrible.
Our neighborhood, I don't know what it is. It's like the flies got the order, safer at home at the Tomas house.
You know what it probably is? We get flies on Tuesdays because trash day is Wednesday. I wonder if because people are cooking at home more, they have more food waste in their garbage and it attracts more flies.
That's a good point. But I counted. I killed 21 inside the house this morning.
We even bought the electric. What is it?
Electric fly swatter. Like you put double D batteries and you touch it and it electrifies it. Brings me so much joy.
They have the salt gun too.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. But there's so many in my house, Amy. I'd be walking on salt.
Oh,
what?
Corey says he does have the hips for salsa.
Ooh, burn.
So, Amy.
Vito, what's up, Vito? If you're watching.
Oh, and you know what? I will promise you that video safe, Jeff.
Yeah. Hey, we can do a screen share right now.
I'm down.
All right. Hey, also, I do have a very important question, too. It's a Netflix question. All right. And we were chatting about this before, and so if you and your spouse or, loved one start watching a series together, get out of here, you dang dog.
That's pretty.
Sheepadoodle attacking me. If you guys are watching a series together on Netflix, let's say you're, series, not series. Yeah. What am I thinking about? Season 1, episode 3, and then you really want to watch episode 4 and you're the person you're watching with isn't around. Do you think it's okay to watch that episode? Yes or no in the comments. I want to know. Or do you feel guilty? Or here's another question. If you're in the middle of a Netflix series, do you feel obligated to finish it before you start another one? Those things go through my mind.
We've stopped a series mid-season because it's not good.
Well, that's different. But if it's good and you like it, but yet you want to see another one too, do you feel obligated to finish, commit to that series and then watch something else?
You've got issues, Jeff.
Go through my quarantine.
It has to be a different genre. Like I'll read a nonfiction book and a fiction book at the same time, but if I read 2 nonfiction books, no. That doesn't work. It doesn't compute. It's too much. You can do like a Netflix docuseries and then also like a one that gives you, that's a little lighter. I can see that, but
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And in my opinion, if Corey were to watch an episode of whatever show we're watching without me, he'd be sleeping on the couch.
Ooh.
Grounds for divorce.
It's a form of infidelity, I want to say.
Yeah, it's a serious offense.
Jeff and I rarely watch shows together
We're on
because,
different schedules.
and I prefer my shows to be extremely cheesy.
Like even Hallmark's not as cheesy. It's not cheesy enough for her anymore.
No,
What are you watching?
I found the Up Network.
That's a thing.
The people who failed out of Hallmark, that's where they go. Like if you can't go to Hallmark, you go to the Up Network.
Like
Up Network.
Yeah.
I love them so much. And Jeff, he can't even sit through a movie.
It saps my intelligence.
So one series that we can both agree on is The Office. And so we'll watch that together.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Hey guys, we're gonna go ahead and land the ship here. So we're on for a little over 30 minutes right now, and just thank you again for being with us for the Rebound show. And so I hope this encouraged you guys, or you were able to relate with some of the stories we shared with you. And if we could do anything for you, the three of us personally, or Ideal Retirement Solutions regarding portfolio management, life insurance, long-term care, RMDs, IRAs, Roth IRAs. Some people think I'm talking Chinese right now, but hey, if you want to get educated, let us know. We can hook you up with a great documentary, a great book. Also, we have a good announcement, actually a great announcement. Middle of next month, we have the best-selling author of 3 books. He's launching his 4th, and also a great documentary, David McKnight, who's going to be doing a live webcast with us. It's not going to be on social media. It's invite only. So David McKnight, he authored Power Zero, Look Before You LIRP, LIRP. So Power Zero, Look Before You LIRP. Also the Volatility Shield. Also, he's got another book coming, Tax-Free Retirement, coming. So that should be launched maybe the end of the year or early next year. And we were out with some of his planning team in Puerto Rico.
That was a trip.
January with there. We should do a show on our Puerto Rico trip during all the earthquakes. But anyway, so that's mid-March. If you guys want a specific invite to that live webinar, again, we have limited spots. Make sure you comment below, you shoot our page a message, or you call our office. And we'll get you the link, and also send you a little care package with a DVD and also some popcorn. So all that being said and done, we'll see you guys Friday at 2 o'clock with DMSI. He's going to be talking about how to fine-tune your resume and what employers are looking for. So make sure if you know someone who's out of work or looking to switch jobs, make sure they are here live watching, because they can ask questions and interact with him during the show. So, hey, once again, thank you guys for joining us with Operation Rebound, episode 9.
It was fun.
We'll see you Friday. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Hang tight, Amy. Here we go.